Hi, my friends. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are when you're listening to this and what time of the day. Um, I wanted to jump on here, do this live to share something that really came to mind yesterday. I did, a couple days ago, I did a recording. It was aired live of Facebook Live with another pastor. And we were talking. He wanted me to talk and share from my experience and my thoughts on emotional abuse and like what it is and how I overcame, and just sharing different tips with women. It will benefit men too, but sharing with others about emotional abuse and awareness. And so at the end of it, someone I know, one of my clients, she invited some friends to listen in. And at the end of it, one person sent back a response saying that cycle that I talked about the cycle of abuse, that cycle that she identified with it. And she said it was as if I was speaking to her, because it's like, things are going good in her life and then it comes back to the bad thing. And so the cycle of abuse that I refer to, and I'll do another video going in depth into that, but a cycle of abuse is if somebody, and it only if you live with it, with abuse that you can, and emotional abuse that you can identify with it. The cycle of abuse, it goes around. There's a cycle. So there's a time when there's what we call love bombing, when the person, the abuser, would be nice to you or do something nice, something nice. Sometimes that thing is only done because of what is for the benefit to that person, that abuser. They see benefit in it, what's in it for them. And so they will do that nice thing. They know they treat you nice or buy some flower or give you something that you like. But that is, it's always with another motive or intention. It is intentional. It is meant for something. It's not just out of kindness of heart and love and to make you feel good and feel loved and feel cared for. It's never that. It always has a motive, right? But then after that, you now, because of how you are, you would relax and say, okay, there is peace, things are good, things are quiet between us. And then, especially if you were like the empath or that kind of loving, giving person, you will take that in and then you give of yourself again. But because abuse goes in a cycle, nothing to do with you, not your fault or anything, the abuser, something comes up with something that, another blow up, another argument, another false accusation, another criticism, another putting you down, and you go back down into this dark, not good place, of feeling badly about yourself. You can go into anger. Sometimes you get angry as to, why did I believe that last, what looked like love action? Why did I get sucked in? Why did I, because I only put myself in a place to be hurt again. And that cycle goes around. And so it comes back with condemning you or criticizing you or saying things about you in front of the children, things like that. And then it gets a little darker, deeper, worse. And then when you have withdrawn and, really withdrawn and wounded, you get another little love bite, a little love act coming to you. And then the cycle goes around and around. So you might be in a home where the peace and the calm may last 1 week. Some people it's 1 week of calm. And then you have another 3 weeks of turmoil and toxicity. Some is 2 weeks, some is 3 weeks, but usually the abuser cannot go for a long time in a place of peace, calm, and quiet. They can't. It's just not comfortable there. And so it comes around again. So this person gave the feedback saying that she identified, and I thought to myself, let me share a bit more about that cycle, but more from the loss. Because one of the things I said in that and that thing is like grief. So you're still married to the person, but the person you're living with the person who you're interacting with at home, because sometimes these persons are totally different on the outside. What the public sees is totally different, unless that person gets a bad interaction with them, and then they get to see a glimpse of, you know, who they really are. But the person you're living with is not the person you loved or fell in love with. You don't love that person who's abusing you. You don't. That's not the person. And so at the beginning of the relationship, at the beginning of the marriage, it's, you know, it's nice, it's happy, you're love bombed. You may have, most likely, ignored some red flags, but you have better times, right? And I am reminded of being on a merry-go-round, like what you have at the fair. It's exciting to get on. You will stand there and you see people, some are screaming, or the roller coaster, some are screaming, some are crying, but some are laughing and having fun. Even though you will see, when you're waiting to get on that roller coaster or that merry-go-round, people having bad experiences on it, somehow you brush that off and you only see the fun and you want to get in on that fun. And so you jump on, and it's fun at the first. But as it keeps going, you start to feel badly. This is not okay. I don't like this. I want to get off of it. And rather than concentrate on the fun that you were seeing at the beginning when you first got on, your mind is just consumed now of, get me off of this, get me out of here. And some of us, the relationship with an abuser, an abusive, you know, destructive person, that's what it's like. And so you're on this merry-go-round. And in that time, spinning on the merry-go-round, there's certain things. There's anger, there is disbelief, there's shock, there is guilt, resentment. All of these emotions are going, but it's going on. You are spinning in that. And there comes a time when you just really want to get off. And the question is, how do I get off? For many persons, how do I get off? How do I get off? Getting off means that you jump off, and when you first get off, just think about a merry-go-round. You're dizzy, you're feeling nauseous, you know, it's not a good feeling for some people. Some people get off and they're happy, they want to jump back on again because for them they had a good ride. But for some, the ride was not good. And so you get off, you want to say, I am never going back on that again. I know I'm one who said I'm not going back on a merry-go-round because I don't like the bad feelings, right? And so, but it takes a little time to catch yourself, catch back your bearings, get back settled, and then to go off. And coming off of that merry-go-round, and I am not advocating for people to leave their marriages, except if there's physical abuse. But for emotional and the mental abuse, I don't advocate for you to leave. The decision and the choice will be yours, depend on where it's leading, because everybody is unique. Your situation is unique. Your husband is unique. Other people have husbands like that, but they don't have your husband, right? Or your partner. And so, but when you get off just means coming off emotionally, not necessarily physically. For some it will be physical, for some not. Getting off emotionally is when that you get off, that then you can come back to your calm, find back your peace, find back your, you know, serenity. You're able to talk with others about it. You know, you have a coach or I know persons will go to counselors, but walking with you in how to get off, you need a coach. Because it's like a game. It's like something you gotta, you know, it's a walk, it's a journey. And having a coach with you is somebody who's walking with you through that jump off session. And like I said before, it's not the physical jump off, it's the physical as well, but it's the emotional jump off. You need somebody who's there with you, who is a trusted person, who is not gonna cause you more emotional harm by whatever they do, right? So it's getting off, and when you're off, then you have hope and you have faith and you have peace and you have some clarity to make the best decisions for you. Okay? So I just wanted to jump on and share this because somebody is on a merry-go-round right now, you want to jump off, but you don't know how, and you have a lot of questions. And so I want to invite you, if you have some questions, burning questions you'd love for me to answer in light of what we talked about, I'm going to invite you to send me a private message, because I know, because of the sense how sensitive this is, that you don't want to be going public. You want to protect yourself, be safe. Send me a private message with a question or questions that is most burning to you, you would love me to answer, and I will answer them. If more than one person has a similar question, I may answer that question in a live so others can benefit from it, right? So whatever question you have, you can trust that you're not the only one with that question. Okay? So have a great rest of the day. God bless you. I love you. God loves you.